What's the most shameless way you've seen family fight over an inheritance? My mom is nearly 80 years old, and honestly, she's one of the strongest women I've ever met. She's still independent, sharp as ever, and spends most of her time working on her land and volunteering with causes she cares about. She doesn't rely on anyone, though I help her with some of her finances to keep things simple. But despite how capable she is, some of my siblings treat her like she's a walking ATM who owes them a payout. It all started a few years ago when my stepdad passed away. He was a good man, kind, supportive, and he loved my mom deeply. But here's the thing, he wasn't our biological father, and he didn't raise us. By the time he and my mom married, all of us kids were already out of the house, living our own lives. You'd think that would settle the matter, but not for my older brother and younger sister. They convinced themselves that when stepdad died, mom must have inherited some hidden fortune. At first, their theory was that she had cash stashed somewhere in the house, so whenever they came over, one of them would strike up a long, fake, cheerful conversation with her, while the other snooped around like a thief. Drawers, closets, cabinets, you name it. They searched it. Of course, they never found anything, but instead of realizing they were wrong, they just doubled down. The next theory was that mom had some secret bank account she wasn't telling anyone about. The truth is, she doesn't. I manage most of her banking for her. I set up all her bills on autopay so she doesn't have to worry, and I know exactly how much money comes in and goes out. What they don't know is that the reason she owns her house free and clear is because after my stepdad passed, I quietly organized a GoFundMe to help her pay off the mortgage. It worked. She got to keep her home, and the weight of those payments was lifted off her shoulders. But I kept my brother and sister completely out of the loop because I knew what would happen. They'd demand a cut. Sure enough, once they realized the house was suddenly paid off, they went wild. They became more convinced than ever that mom was hiding money. When the truth about the GoFundMe eventually slipped out, they didn't thank anyone. They didn't express relief that mom was secure. Instead, they demanded to see an accounting of the money, as if they had any right to it. They even threatened to take me to court for elder financial abuse, all because I helped our mom keep her home. Meanwhile, mom barely has enough to live on. She gets less than $4,000 a month, which covers her bills and groceries, but not much beyond that. I quietly help by covering her water and cell phone bills each month and transferring money into her account to make sure she doesn't stress. But my siblings refuse to believe she isn't sitting on some hidden fortune. They tell her she should give them money for a house down payment, or at least sign over an acre of land to each of them. Their sense of entitlement is unbelievable, and the logic they use is even worse. They insist that because they called my stepdad dad, they deserve something from his estate. It doesn't matter to them that he wasn't our father, didn't raise us, and left no secret inheritance. In their minds, calling him dad is all the justification they need to lay claim to money that doesn't exist. They've worn my mom down with this nonsense. She told me the other night that she's exhausted. She spent her whole life working, and even now she stays active on her property, growing food in her high tunnel and volunteering. But instead of being left in peace, she gets constant phone calls pressuring her to split the house or share the property, as if she's already gone. What makes it even worse is that there are 5 of us siblings, but because the other 3 are doing well, with houses and steady careers, my brother and sister think that automatically means they deserve whatever mom has. They see themselves as the ones who should get the house, the land, or the mythical secret bank account. But here's the part they don't know. Mom has already made her decision. She left her house and 5 acres to an animal rescue group she's passionate about. It's written in her will. I know this because I'm the executor, and she's asked me not to tell the others because she knows exactly what would happen. They'd turn their harassment toward the rescue group. So while they continue scheming, imagining treasure that doesn't exist, the truth is they're never going to get a thing. Not now, and not after she's gone. The hardest part is figuring out how to protect her without spilling the truth. For now, I keep covering what I can, intercepting the nonsense and letting them chase shadows, because the day will come when they learn that all their entitlement was for nothing, and that the only people inheriting anything are the animals my mom has loved and supported for years.